What's going on, everybody? It's McFly here, back with another Modern Warfare 2 video. So today I'm doing a video on something a lot of people have done videos on, but I kind of wanted to give you guys my take on it and how it worked for me. You know, a lot of these people that do videos like this are constantly playing the game. They're playing 12 hours a day and they're unlocking these things pretty much within a week. For me, I have a full-time job. I have kids. I have a lot going on, so I'm unable to play constantly. So I kind of wanted to give you that perspective on how this worked for me. So today what we're going to be talking about is the quickest and most efficient way to upgrade your weapons, both leveling them up and getting all of the camos so you can get on that Orion grind. So let's get into the game here. So you can see here, this is my Castov 7.4U that I have platinum. So for those of you who don't know how this works, really quickly, essentially you start off with your guns and you have to level them up to get access to each of these four mastery camo challenges. Once you complete these four, you then unlock the gold and you have to do that challenge. So these four mastery challenges are different for every gun. For the 7.4U, for instance, at level 2 is when you get your first one. And for that, you have to do 50 kills. Level 8, you get the next one, and that's 15 point blank kills. 14, you have to get 10 double kills, and etc. So like I said, these are pretty different for every gun. Depending on what gun it is, you might have to do something different. But once you've unlocked all of these and completed those challenges, you then unlock the gold camo challenge, and you have to complete that challenge to get access to the gold camo. Now this one is the same for every single gun. These are pretty much the same for SMGs and ARs. They are going to be different, obviously, for snipers, knife kills, etc. But for the most part, 3 kills without dying 10 times is how you're going to unlock the gold camo. For the platinum, you have to unlock gold for 8 guns in that class. So AK-74U is an AR. You have to unlock gold for 8 ARs before you unlock the platinum challenge for each gun. And on each of those guns, you then have to get 25 long shot kills. Now this is a little bit more difficult than getting 3 kills without dying, in my opinion, but I'm going to talk about an easy way to get that done as well. Now, once you've completed that platinum challenge on all 51 guns, you will unlock the Polyatomic challenge. Now this one is the most difficult one you're going to face in trying to get to the Orion camo. 25 headshot kills, pretty much again the same for every weapon aside from melees and snipers, but this is going to be your hardest and most difficult task. There's not really a way to circumvent the rules on this one. You just got to play the game and practice your aiming and make sure you're getting as many headshots as you can. For me, I'm pretty good at getting headshots just because I am more so better at aiming than I am at strategy. So this one will still be hard for me, but I think just playing the game, I'll be able to get this pretty quickly once I get the platinum challenges unlocked. And then the easiest one of all, believe it or not, is Orion. All you have to do is complete 51 polyatomic camo challenges. And once they're complete on all 51 guns, you will unlock Orion. What is the quickest way to do this? Well, for starters, let's start off with your perks. So these first 2 perks don't really matter. I do like to use Scavenger, like I said, but the ones that really matter the most are going to be Resupply and Overclock. Now Resupply is you get to spawn with an additional lethal, so Semtex, what have you, and it charges over 25 seconds. Overclock, so it stores an additional field upgrade charge, increases field upgrade charge rate by 40%. On earn, get field upgrade charge. So it doesn't say here, but you actually get an additional lethal and an additional tactical. So it's important to know that Resupply is for both. The reason that we need that is because you are going to be running this tactical, the decoy grenade. Every time you throw a decoy grenade and there's an enemy nearby and they're in a shootout, you will get 15 XP for every 3 seconds that they are around that decoy grenade. And that goes towards your weapon XP. So you could be literally sitting doing nothing, throw a decoy grenade in an area where there's enemies and they're getting into a shootout, you're going to start building up 15 XP. You get 60 for every time an enemy is killed near a decoy grenade. So if you have 2 of those, you can technically get 120 XP for a kill without doing anything. Now, if you get the kill, it's even more. So right here, what you're doing is you're exponentially building XP points through a tactical that you use. Now, the next thing that I use are these 2 field upgrades, the inflatable decoy and the suppression mine. The inflatable decoy is not as important. You can get 25 XP for somebody shooting at it, which is again more XP building up on your XP grind. But the most important thing here is a suppression mine. Basically, anytime an enemy is in the vicinity of a suppression mine, you're gaining XP. You're getting 10 XP for every second that they're next to that suppression mine. The more enemies you get, the more XP you get, etc. And with overclock, you get an extra field upgrade that way. So you can basically put 2 suppression mines down and have them going along with your 2 decoy grenades. You're going to build up XP extremely fast. So I'm going to put some gameplay on here to show you kind of how that works with the XP using the decoy grenade and those field upgrades, and you'll see how quickly you can level up your gun, especially in the early stages of that. The last thing I forgot to mention is to make sure that you equip these 3 kill streaks. The 2 most important ones are going to be the UAV and the Camo UAV. Obviously, you're getting 10 XP anytime any of the enemies get killed when those are up. The Camo UAV is pretty easy to get shot down, but I still think it's a reliable way to get some extra XP. UAV obviously is the best way. And then the sentry gun, I found if you put it in the right spot, especially in headquarters, you can get quick XP very, very easily. Lastly, I want to say that you can pretty much play any game mode, but the fastest way to get this done is to make sure that you're playing these 3 game modes: domination, headquarters, and hardpoint. The reason for this is you're going to have, in each of these, you have bases or areas where there's going to be the most enemies kind of camping in that area, or, you know, getting in shootouts in that area. So you'll know where to throw the decoy grenades, and you're going to have a lot of enemies there to gain XP a lot quicker. So domination, headquarters, and hardpoint, especially if you're putting your suppression mine at the hardpoint, when the enemy gets there, you're going to gain XP quickly. Same with the decoy grenade. And even if you have the inflatable decoy, you know, you're going to get a couple, 50 XP for that as well. So those are what I suggest for your game modes to play. And I know a lot of you only like to play search and destroy, but trust me when I say these 3 are going to be the quickest way for you to do that. Now, there's an alternative way to do this, and I do think when it works, it's the most effective way to do it, and that is to play invasion. Now, for XP at least, you gain XP for shooting AI in invasion, and invasion does have AI, has a lot of AI actually. It's a very ground war sized map. You get 3 ground war sized maps that you play on that, and you have AI. So anytime you're shooting at AI or anything like that, you are getting XP for your gun. Now remember, this is only XP. It does not work for any of the like long shots or 3 kills without dying type of thing. It's specifically only for XP. Now, like I said, if this works, this is very good for XP, and I do think is the most effective way, but I don't think it's the most efficient way, and I'll get into that in a second here. So now that you kind of get the XP grind, and I'm tired of saying XP at this point, the next thing you're going to want to do is gold camo grind. Now this is get 3 kills without dying 10 times with any of the guns. This is pretty much going to happen with you playing the game. So once you unlock gold for 8 of the guns in a certain class, you then can unlock the platinum camo challenge. This challenge is going to be long shot kills, and you have to get 25 long shot kills with each of the guns in that class. This is a little bit more difficult, obviously, than the 3 kills without dying. In my opinion, I do think there are a couple ways to do this that make it easy. A lot of people will say invasion is your best bet, only because, like I said, it's a larger map. You have a lot more time in each match, and you have much bigger maps. You can build your gun for recoil, build your gun for long range shooting. You can even put a thermal on them if you would like to make it easier to see your enemies and get long shots that way. Again, invasion is a very effective way to do that. But in my personal opinion, and what worked better for me and was more efficient, was actually to use Shoot House. And we all know Shoot House from Modern Warfare 2019. It's a great map. We know on both sides they have that sniper perch where snipers like to sit. I personally built my guns for recoil and built my guns for long range shooting, and I put a VLK optic on it, and I would go up on that perch and just shoot at the people sticking their heads up out there. And most of the time I was able to get 10 to 12 long shots per match. So it took about 2 to 3 matches depending on the give or take the kills that happen there. It's a very, very efficient way to get those long shot kills in my personal opinion. So I would just get on Shoot House, do that, and get those long shots in. Again, build your guns for long range and for recoil, and tune your attachments that way as well. You will be very slow, but you will be able to have more control over your guns to get those long shot kills and get the kills quicker. Now for Polyatomic, honestly, there isn't really a quick way or a specific way to do this that is better. The only thing I suggest is maybe to do hardcore. For one, the TTK is a lot lower, and two, the head hitbox is a little bit bigger on hardcore. That's kind of how they tweak the systems for it to be one-shot kill much quicker. So I maybe would suggest doing hardcore. I personally don't like hardcore in this game, but that is one of the tactics you can take, and just practice your aiming. Maybe before you get into some matches, do a couple practice rounds with AI or bots just to get your aiming down. This is going to be the longest. This is going to be the hardest grind. There's not much you can do about that one, but I do think at the end of the day, it will be very gratifying to do that on all of your 51 guns to finally get the Orion camo and be done with that. Now, I do want to say all of these, these extra camos here have nothing to do really with your mastery camo to get gold, platinum, Polyatomic, and Orion. These are just cool extras you can get by playing with different guns to level them up. Some of them are pretty cool. I do like this one, and I actually really like the solid ones the best. So just kind of cool that you can, use unlock these as well, but have nothing to do with this. So that is my take, my opinion on how to unlock those camos the quickest way possible. Now, I know you might watch some videos and they might have a little bit different tactic. Again, some of these ways might not work for certain people. Some people like to play slow, some people like to play fast, but for the most part, I think this will work for everyone, especially if you're like me and don't have a lot of time to play. You're going to be getting into the game playing with these, this perk package, these field upgrades, these tacticals, and you're just going to grind out the camo grind. The next thing I would say is, if you're getting close to finishing leveling up a gun, be proactive. Go in and create your next gun that you're going to use, and create that whole class and the next class over. So when you complete it, you don't have to wait till the next match to go in and start the camo grind. This saves time going into it. And I think that's kind of key in making sure that you get these done. The last thing I do want to say, riot shields, you may have to go into invasion for those and use your riot shields in invasion, only because, like I said before, you do get XP for using your riot shields fighting against AI. Every time an AI or a bot will shoot at your riot shield, you are gaining XP. After a while, it does slow down the amount you get. So maybe find a spot where there's a bunch of AI around and just sit there with your riot shield and let them shoot at you to gain that. It's a very quick, probably the quickest way to level up your riot shield. Obviously, because in multiplayer, you are going to be fighting humans and they will know how to get around the ballistic shield. And it's very hard to level up the riot shield any other way. So that's the best way to get XP that way. So that's my take on probably the quickest way to level up your guns. Like I said, I don't play very much. I play maybe 3 hours a day a little bit before and a little bit after work, because I have kids. I got a full-time job that keeps me busy. So I play about 3 times a day, 5 times a week. And it took me about 2 weeks maybe to get to the platinum part, to get to the platinum unlocks, which I'm working on currently right now. If you play more than that, you can definitely do it quicker, but 2 weeks, to be honest with you, is a lot quicker than the grind it was in Modern Warfare 2019, in my opinion. So this is a really cool way that they're making this great for casual gamers, as well as the, the dedicated gamers who play 12 hours a day, which I cannot do. So please leave a comment down below if you have any questions, or if you think there's a better way. Again, this is my opinion, what I think is the fastest way. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I've really adored the love I've been getting on these Modern Warfare 2 videos. I am a Call of Duty head, so I'm trying to do my best to put these videos out there. They will be peppered in with some other videos, like reaction videos, and I have a review coming up for Modern Warfare 2, hopefully coming out really soon, and just other stuff that I'll be putting out there. But I appreciate the love and support you guys have been showing me. Thank you so much. Please do remember that good vibes are contagious.